Good morning, students. Okay, we are going to learn it about some more new topic, interesting topics about biology under environmental studies. Clear? Here, in this environmental science, we are going to discuss a subunits which is regarding to your science only. But it's a small current topics and burning topics which is created by human activities and result also faced by humans only. So today in our class, first we are going to learn it about global warming. Do you know what is the meaning of global? Global means the surface of the earth. Okay, and as you know, the warming means heating up. Why our earth is nowadays heat more and more? Have you observed? Nowadays, all the seasons are rotating in the same time and in a particular time. Have you sensed the winter season? Have you enjoying the rainy season? We all together, all human on the throughout the world, we are facing a seasonal problems. And most of the part of the world, we have a very hot climate only. What are the reasons behind this? In previous days, in earlier days, all seasons may come in a particular time and no one is there to rotate this all climatic condition. By themselves, nature is going to cycling all the life processes and all seasons may come in a particular time. Is this happen in a few hundred years ago? But last 50 years onwards, have you enjoying the rain? Have you sensed or have you feel the winter season? No. Throughout the year we have only one type of climate, that is a hot summer only. We are enjoying with summer only. Why? Behind this all, who is responsible? Yes, one very intelligent, cruel animal. Who is that intelligent, cruel animal? Nothing but humans only. Due to human eagerness, due to the unsatisfied hobbies, unsatisfied their aims, unsatisfied their all eagerness or all the functions, unlimited tasks what are taken by humans, these all together create its effect onto the earth surface only. Okay, na? As a result, now we are facing one of the very important and very harmful effect what we are facing, that is global warming. What happened in this global warming? Why your earth surface may get more and more heated? Why all the climatic conditions are get affected? And about this all, the first one is, what is global warming? Okay, na? So the global warming, as I said, the meaning of a global means surface. The whole definition of the global warming is, global warming is the long term heating of earth climatic systems due to human activities. So what are the human activities? So among them, first one is development of unlimited factories, establishment of a number of companies, establishments of a number of roadways, number of railway tracks, a number of buildings. For this all, from where they get the land? Simply from forest we get a huge amount of land only. To cultivate these all buildings, roadways, transport systems, simply we cut down the all trees, deforestation. Due to this deforestation, a number of plants may be escaped from the earth. As you know, plants are a natural purifiers. The plants are a lungs of the earth and we remove these all lungs. Just imagine in your body, if you don't have lungs, is your respiration process may go on? No. As your food may be oxidized, means purification of blood is going on in your body without lungs? Absolutely no. So just the same principle is applicable into the earth also. When there is no trees on the land, then what happened? There is no other alternatives are available to purify the all pollutions. What are created by a human beings? A number of vehicles pollution, factories pollution, number of chemical fertilization pollution, these all should not be absorbed by any other purifier. So plants are a natural purifier. As there is no plants on the earth, these all pollutants may be slowly and gradually surrounded in our atmosphere. So what happened? When these pollutants may be established, this pollutant may be completely spread throughout your environmental condition in your surroundings. What will happen? So as we know, the main source of heat and light on the earth is sun only. Here from sun we are going to receive a number of rays. One is X-rays, one is ultraviolet rays, one is infrared rays and one is visible rays. Out of these four rays, the visible rays have no harmful effect onto the living organism. It's not going to harmful to the plants, animals or for humans. And this visible rays touch to the earth surface. And this rays we can see it with our naked eyes. And it is so comfort to see them also. But remaining these three rays otherwise called as a heat producing rays, or we call them energy producing rays, and they are so powerful also. It gives to the so harmful effect onto the living organism also. So here what happened, from this heat producing rays or from this highly energetic rays, some living organisms are present in our surroundings that are nothing but plants only. They are nothing but plants only. So these ultraviolet rays or infrared rays, when they fall on the surface of the earth, most of this heat producing rays may be absorbed by the plant only, and or after absorption of these rays they reflect, radiate, return back or escape, help them to escape in the surroundings or in atmosphere. So these rays should not reach onto the earth surface. So here plants play a very important role to protect the earth surface, to maintain the normal temperature on the earth surface. Plants are helpful only because plant absorb these all rays and reflect, return back into the atmosphere. So this ray should not touch to the earth surface. But now as we don't have number of plants, these all pollutant what are produced by the different human activities, these all pollutants may be spread out throughout the atmosphere condition in our surroundings. Among this all pollution, the main pollutants are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbons. Like that, a number of pollutants are released due to human activities. So what happened, when these rays may enter into the atmosphere directly, because we don't have plants in our surroundings, along with this all rays, this pollutant absorb these all rays and return back onto the earth. As a result, our earth may be heat up, burn up continually. So what happened, when your earth surface may be heat up continually, the temperature of this globe or the temperature of earth surface is heat more and more. That causes and that results as a global warming. So global warming occurs when this carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, chlorofluorocarbon, nitrous oxide and other pollutants including with this all rays touch to the earth surface, that resulting more and more heating or burning of the earth surface. That is the main cause of global warming. Okay, now what are the main pollutant releasing in the atmosphere due to human activities? So among them, the main pollutant is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, nitrous oxide, hydrocarbons, methane, ethane and chlorofluorocarbons. These all gases together call them as a greenhouse gases, or it's called them as a earth heating gases. Earth heating gases. Okay, now what happened actually on the earth? Due to greenhouse gases, these all greenhouse gases including the pollutant, other pollutant which are released by a number of factories, means by using a more number of chemical fertilizers and burning of the plastics, using of the plastics more and more in the atmosphere, plus the rays water fall from the sun. These all together, mixed together from years to centuries, continuously it's happened on the earth. Continually when these pollutants are mixed with this heat producing rays which is released by the sun, all together make this planet more and more hotter. As a result, or due to this all effect together we call them greenhouse effect. What we call them? Greenhouse effect. To understand this greenhouse effect in our atmosphere, we are going to do a one simple experiment. To understand the global warming in the nature, we want to do a one simple experiment. For that, we have to take the same size of 2 tumblers, and in these 2 tumblers same quantity of water is going to fill it. Okay, and both tumblers you put into the sunlight, directly on the sun. Observe for a few hours. Later, one tumbler is going to covered by another plastic tumbler, and just remain first one as it is. Same situations, both tumblers put into the sun directly only, means sunlight may fall on to the equal amount on this both tumblers. After 2 hours, just you observe the both tumblers water. By just touching with your fingers, you can feel it, some differences you find out in this both tumblers. A tumbler water is so hot only compared to the B tumbler. Why? Here B tumbler is covered by some protective another plastic tumbler. A tumbler is open only, so direct sunlight may fall on to the first tumbler. B tumbler, as it's they have a one protective layer, the compared to the A, B is less hot only. Same principle is applicable in our surroundings, in our atmosphere also. If there is no plants, then there is no protective layer present in our surroundings. The sunlight directly fall onto the earth. If the plants are present, the covering of this tumbler act as a plants only. If the number of plants are present in our surroundings, there is a chance a less amount of heat or only visible rays may be reach onto the earth surface, that maintain the normal temperature on the earth. If there is no plants, its effect onto the greenhouse effect, increase the global warming. As a result, you are finding nowadays, you are listening or you are reading on newspapers or you are watching on the TVs also, polar ice caps are get melting. The number of water quantity is increased on that areas. The river may be little bit move on to the side. Actually, what is their original place from where they are originating? Nowadays, we are seeing, we are watching on the TVs and we are reading some newspaper magazines also. The original place of the rivers may be little bit migrated from one place to another place. Why this all happened? due to global warming, such all conditions are appeared on the earth only. Okay, na? In this water, if now first situation we took the water. Now remove this all water from this tumblers. Instead of water, if you put the ice cubes here, you put the ice cubes here and do the same experiment. First both ice cubes put into the sunlight directly, and in second situation, second tumbler which is filled with the same quantity of ice cubes now covered by another protective bag or another tumbler only, and the first tumbler just you put it. After 2 hours later, you may observe in both ice cubes only. In which tumbler ice cubes melt so fastly? Yes, very good. The A tumbler ice cubes are melted so fastly because A tumbler receives the direct sunlight. Direct heat is received by the A tumbler, so the ice cubes are getting so fastly melted. But compared to the B tumbler ice cubes are, the melting rate is little slow only because they are not going to receive the direct sunlight. Means heat is not received by the B tumbler. So as I said, by a simple experiment we can prove it. What is going on in our surroundings or on the earth. Why and how your globe may be get more and more heat only. So in first condition, the glass jar is they taken with simple water. To maintain or to understand how the temperature may be increased, we are going to use one thermometer also. With the help of this thermometer, we can understand how your earth may be heat more and more fast. So in a first condition, the temperature may be increased so fast, but in second condition, the temperature is not grow so fast. Instead of water, if you take to the ice cubes, that ice cubes also here one to maintain the temperature, to record the temperature, here also we use one thermometer. Okay na? So one ice cubes are kept open and another ice cubes are covered by one cap only. So the open ice cubes melt so fastly compared to the first situation. Have you understand? Good. So what are the causes by which your globe is going to heated more and more? Among them, the first cause, as I said in previous also, the factories. Factories are the main cause to increase the more and more pollutant in the atmosphere. The using of chemical fertilizers in agricultural field. The using of chemical fertilizers more and more in agricultural field, that also cause the pollutant increase into the atmosphere. In number of vehicles, they are also responsible. Okay, and the main important one is deforestation. Deforestation is one of the biggest problem to increase the pollutant in the atmosphere, and increasing the use of plastics. That also is one of the biggest problem that increase the pollutant in the nature, and this all pollutant together increase the global warmings. Now what are the effects when we do all such actions? What are the effects appear on the atmosphere? By increasing this all pollutant in the nature, what are the result? How its effect onto the atmosphere? The first effect which applied on the nature or on the earth is the temperature is increases. Temperature is increases. Temperature increases. The earth heating more and more. No rains. No rains, or we call them drought areas are increased. Drought famine may be increased more and more. Polar ice caps. Ice is going to melting so fastly. Polar ice caps are going to melted so fastly, and that resulting in polar region the amount of water may be increased more and more. When this water increase more and more, one more problem we raised it, that is temperature is increased in the water also. When the temperature is increased more and more, the aquatic animals are going to die. Animals are going to die due to high water temperature. Water temperature. So like that, these are the effect we can see in our surroundings. Now what are the remedies? How there is a chance to protect our globe? Yes, definitely, because we did this all. This one also is in our hand to protect our globe, because we want to survive in this place only, in this globe only. So it is in our hand to protect our globe or to protect our nature. So what are the remedies we have to follow to protect? At least now we try to some minimizing programs, eco-friendly programs. By that, at least we may reduce some of the pollutant in our nature. So dear students, as I said, due to more and more hot to the earth surface, the polar ice caps are get melting and more amount of water may be increasing there. So the animals, those who are living in that polar ice caps, the high temperature is not bared by these animals. So they are getting problem to survive for a next generation. So here you see the land piece, or what we call them, the position of the water, the position of the mountains, everything is changes due to water bodies and due to high temperature. So what are the suggestions we suggest to our friends, families, elder ones, to everyone to reduce or to minimize the pollutant or to protect our globe only? So among them, the first suggestion or the first activity is everyone has to be followed, that is planting a trees. Planting a more and more trees on our surroundings. Number of trees has to be planted. If the trees are present on our surroundings, naturally all pollutants normally and automatically is controlled, and our globe also get in a normal temperature. Because increasing the pollutant and greenhouse gases on the atmosphere, that also increase the temperature. It's not going to maintain any temperature on our earth. So if there is trees are there, automatically our globe temperature may be get maintained. So that is one of the activity everyone should be followed, that is planting a more number of trees. Then second one is use cloth bags instead of plastics. Instead of, or stop using plastics. Instead of plastics, if you use the cloth bags, that also increase the control of pollutant from our surroundings. Then one should be used to minimize the use of bikes and vehicles. So you should follow the carpools. Carpool means, pool means sharing. If one car is there, 4 or 5 members should share. So in this way, the petroleum product may be reduced, minimizing the use, and these greenhouse gases also release in a less amount. So that is one method we follow, using of carpools. Or another best method is, if the places is so near, if office is so near, if school is so near, market is so near, so one of the best method is take a walk. Take a walk. You should habituate it for walking. And instead of bikes or cars or vehicles, the best method is use of cycles, bicycles. Using of bicycles. These are eco-friendly. Okay, na? That is one more best method or activity adopted by every human being. Another one is, what are the household waste may comes? What are the plastics or what are the materials is releasing from everyone's house? What we are doing, simply we dump onto the surroundings. If any canal is there near, any water source is there, any open place is there, we dump on the all waste on that place only. Instead of such all activities, if you collect the all household waste, that all household waste should be converted as a manures. As a manure. So instead of dump on to the simply open ground, if you dig one big hole in your surroundings, and what are the household material is collected every day, that all material dump on to that well only. Few days later, the material may be converted as a manure. So there is no bad smell may be increased, there is no pollutant or increase on that surroundings. From this all, everyone is safe only. So household waste try to convert into manures only. So like that, if you follow some of the activities in your school, in your house, in your offices, there is a chance to reduce the global warming. Another main point to reduce the global warming is minimize the use of refrigerator. Refrigerators. If you minimize the use of your fridges, then there is a chance to reduce the chlorofluorocarbons in your surroundings. Okay, now along with that, whenever you come outside from the house or room, switch off the lights, okay, fans, and then shut down your computers. Means small activities help them to reduce the global warming. So this is the condition by our human activities, and due to plants are less on earth, your earth is burning like this only. This is about your global warming lesson. So dear students, based on today's topic, that is about global warming, now I am going to ask you some questions. Clear now? So first one is, write down the objectives of global warming. Why it is necessary to learn to know about the global warming. Second, name the greenhouse gases. At least 2 greenhouse gases you write down. What is the role or uses of greenhouse gases? What are the harmful effects of global warming? How? And now we are going to face number of problems due to global warming. That effects you should write it. Minimum 2 effects you should write. Then excess presence of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere causes dash. What will happen if greenhouse gases increase in the atmosphere? Give 2 remedies or methods to reduce the effects of global warming. What are the eco-friendly programs is helpful to reduce the pollutants, or helpful to your school, in your house or in offices? What are the steps we take to protect our globe? So I hope you understand global warming. What are the effects, what are the causes, why global warming increases, and what are the remedies at least we follow nowadays to protect our globe. Thank you.